Hello, and welcome to Noal Food. On today's journey, we're going to discover how that bumpy, seemingly overlooked frog skin gets completely transformed into luxury fashion accessories. If you're curious, come find out with me. Have you ever seen these vast farms and wondered, what are they hiding inside? Let's get a closer look. This is the American bullfrog. But the truly precious part is this unique, bumpy, textured skin. Does it look familiar? It's the material for those luxury wallets and shoes that we often see in high-end stores. This is the frog leather industry. And it all begins right here, inside these massive industrial-scale enclosures. The first thing you'll notice is the water. Thousands of gallons, always being automatically filtered. Everything is monitored. You see? The pH, the oxygen, it's all controlled. And this is feeding time. The pellets are spread automatically. Very efficient, you see. Just look at this scale. Thousands of frogs, and they all look incredibly healthy. Their feed, of course, has to be the best. Certified organic. From up here, you can see just how clean these segmented ponds are kept. And the result? Well, they grow fast. This whole process is optimized. Once they reach the right size, the harvest begins. This part requires a human touch. Then, they are guided into a water channel. See that? It's like a river, leading them to the next station. It's all mechanized, using these large hoists. They're deposited into large transport tanks. Always clean, you notice that? They even get one more cleaning. Hygiene is the most important thing here. And then, the journey begins. We're leaving the farm for the processing plant. The tanks are unloaded, ready for the part we've been waiting for. Welcome to the factory. It's so sterile, all stainless steel, as you can see. The frogs are moved quickly on this water-flushed conveyor. It's all very fast. This next step is quick, a humane, stunning process implied by that blue mist. Afterwards, they enter the main processing line, perfectly still. They're heading into this large, enclosed steel unit. This is the black box. You see the green lights? It means the automated process is working perfectly. And here is the exit. Look, it's designed with two separate chutes. This is the moment. The skins go right, while the meat goes left. Look at that separation. On the left, the meat. On the right, our skins. The legs, as you know, will be sent to the food packing area. But this is what we're here for. The raw skins, collected in a large vat. Again, you see the scale? A mechanical hoist lifts the entire vat of skins. They are then dumped into this massive, rotating drum for the first wash. Inside, high-pressure water jets are cleaning them. It's a very powerful process. They are then fed between more rollers and jets for a deeper clean. Look at that. Any residue is just blasted away. They have to be perfect. Now, the clean skins are moved into these massive vats. The tanning begins. You see these automated paddles? They are constantly stirring the tanning solution. A technician is checking the pH levels. It has to be scientifically precise. And here, you'll see the color change from green to that wet blue chrome color. Once transformed, the wet blue skins are lifted by the hoist again. They are fed between these heavy, felt-covered rollers to wring the water out. Look at that. All that excess water is squeezed out of the wet blue pelt. Now, workers stretch the flat pelts and pin them onto large drying frames. This part is automated. The racks of frames move on an overhead conveyor. The racks are now entering a large, automated tunnel. This is for drying. Inside that tunnel, Hot air vents are blowing at a very controlled temperature. And look, they come out dry, stiff, and now they're a crust brown color. But they're too stiff. So, they're fed into this large, enclosed tumbling machine. Inside, the skins are gently tumbled against each other, just to soften them up. This is the result after softening. You see, the crust brown skin is now soft and flexible. Now is when we create the magic. The skins are moving to the automated dyeing machine. Do you see that vibrant red? This is when they get their new, vivid color. After dyeing, they pass through a heated roller. See that? It becomes glossy instantly. Welcome to the crafting workshop. Everything is so clean and precisely organized. For small products like wallets, they use this clicker press. It's a very strong press. See that? The die cuts the patterns perfectly, so sharp. And this is speed. Just look at this industrial sewing machine. Truly incredible. The wallet is still flat. They use this heat press to create that sharp, permanent fold. And the final step, a logo symbol, is stamped on. And the wallet is done. But how do they make a handbag? They start by cutting the skins into small, uniform pieces. Each small piece also has its edges thinned. You can probably guess why, right? Here you see, they are stitching the small pieces together, edge to edge, onto a backing textile. And this is the result, a large fabric of frog leather, ready for a handbag. This large panel is then fed into an even larger automated cutting machine. Now you understand. They use these large cut panels to stitch the handbag together. Of course, some steps still need that precise human touch, like gluing and lining. And finally, a QC inspector checks and polishes the product. Beautiful, isn't it? And here is our final result. A luxury wallet, rotating on a white background. If you look closely, there it is. That unique, bumpy, pebbled pattern. Or a high-end watch strap. See, a beautiful green color. They can make so many things, even these colorful little keychains. And here, the blue handbag. Do you recognize the paneled construction? It's even used to create sophisticated accents on men's luxury dress shoes. On today's journey, we're pulling back the curtain on one of the most exclusive and secretive industries in the world. We are going to discover the hidden, complex process behind genuine crocodile leather. It's a world few ever get to see. If you're curious, join me as we find out together. You see this? Just look at these crocodile scales. They're almost unreal, polished to a perfect, glossy shine. This crocodile handbag, it's a symbol of pure, unadulterated luxury, an accessory that could be worth a small fortune. Everything about it is uniform, flawless, down to the last detail. It's this level of perfection that just draws us in, isn't it? This silent, exclusive world of luxury. It's captivating. But have you ever really wondered where it all begins? What's the real journey behind this crocodile leather? And this is where it starts. A vast, modern, and highly controlled crocodile farm. Inside this hatchery, every single crocodile egg is monitored. A tiny crocodile, emerging in a completely manufactured environment. Once they're out, they're gathered. Hundreds of these little lives together. Scene 12 to 13. Even their food is calculated, dispensed by a machine. This water purification system ensures nothing goes wrong. Then, the workers gently sort them, a careful process, moving them to new concrete pens. It's hard to imagine, thousands of these juvenile crocodiles in identical enclosures. Hygiene is the top priority here. Everything must be absolutely sterile. Now, the crocodiles are larger, living in these massive concrete pools. You can see the scale of the operation. A huge machine mixes tons of feed every single day. There's no real interaction here. It's all just machines in process. Then, for a moment, you see this chaos, this raw, primal crocodile instinct as they feed. And just as quickly, they go back to being perfectly still, like logs sunbathing on the concrete. Everything is documented. Their health is part of the quality control. Look at that, the unblemished crocodile belly scales. That's the real gold. And the humans, they manage them with these long, specialized poles. These industrial pumps maintain the balance of the whole system. It's only when you see it from above that you grasp how enormous this crocodile farm truly is. The next phase, it happens in a place that's completely sterile. You see the workers preparing, getting their specialized equipment ready. A harvested crocodile, already deceased, is brought to the line on an overhead rail system. The fully removed raw crocodile hide is dropped onto a stainless steel table and immediately fed onto a conveyor. High-pressure water jets blast the surface, washing it clean. The crocodile hide is fed into a fleshing machine, a mechanical process of rollers and water, removing the excess tissue. Every single crocodile hide is then inspected. Light shines through it, searching for any flaws. Then, the wet crocodile hides are hung on these large metal racks. An automated crane lowers the entire rack of crocodile hides into a large vat. A chemical process begins, silently, just small bubbles rising. The crane moves them again to another vat. Now, we're in the tannery, surrounded by these giant, gleaming stainless steel drums. You see the workers loading the wet blue crocodile hides inside. The drum turns, slowly, tumbling the hides in water and chemicals. A technician checks the pH. Everything has to be perfect. And then, the wet blue crocodile hides are pulled out, soaking wet. They're fed through a heavy press, a sammying machine. Just look, all that water being forcefully squeezed from the crocodile leather. And here's the result. The crocodile hide is stretched perfectly flat on a frame. This whole rack moves into a long, industrial drying tunnel. When it emerges, the crocodile hide is completely dry and stiff. This staking machine, with all its vibrating pins, will make the leather soft again. Now, for the color. This part is art. A craftsman, not a robot, carefully sprays the dye onto the crocodile hide. You can see that vibrant red coating every single scale. It's then heat pressed to finish. And this machine is the magic. That's a mechanical arm with an agate stone, moving at high speed, polishing the crocodile hide. And just like that, it transforms from matte to high gloss. It's mesmerizing. Of course, a final check. No flaw is allowed on this precious leather. And finally, each crocodile hide gets a CITES tag, proving its legal origin. The journey of the raw material is complete. Scenes 61 to 63, the finished roll of crocodile leather is unfurled, ready for a new shape. A CNC laser cutting the patterns with absolute precision. Look at that, The beam is so clean, not a single spark as it cuts the crocodile hide. It's incredible. Each small crocodile leather piece is then sorted by hand. These will become a wallet. This skiving machine thins the edges, preparing them to be sewn. A heavy-duty sewing machine now begins its work. And this is the moment. In extreme slow motion, you can see the needle has to force its way, dimpling the tough crocodile scale before it punches through. A heat press applies the inner lining. But this is pure craft. An artisan meticulously painting the edges of a crocodile wallet, then buffing them until they're perfectly smooth. A press attaches the final metal clasp. One last inspection, checking every stitch, every piece of hardware on the crocodile leather. The finished, perfect products move down a clean, white line. They're handled with such care. These crocodile leather goods, placed into these high-end boxes, ready for a new journey, perhaps even to you.
Today, we're taking you behind the scenes to explore how turkeys are raised and processed at an industrial scale, tens of thousands per day. From hatching and brooding through grow-out, humane gas stunning, air-chilling, precise cut-up, and freezing. If you're curious, come along and let's dive in. Behind biosecure airlocks, trays of parent eggs roll in like clockwork. Today's tiny arrivals for tomorrow's global feasts. On the candling belt, clears and cracks fly past at high throughput, keeping only the strongest shells in the game. Setters rotate under steady PLC control. Temperature and CO2 lock tight for perfect embryo growth. Transfer day, gentle hands on soft roller tables. Quick vaccinations, every poult counted into the system. Hatch window bursts alive. Poults pip in waves, fluff drying as the room hums with warm, clean air. At grading tables, teams route weak poults to care pens so the whole flock starts strong. Counting chutes click non-stop, hundreds of warm, chirping poults drop into preheated crates. Simple grain feed and fresh water cups get loaded for the journey. Fuel and hydration without slowing the line. Brooder barns stand ready. Rings set, heat lamps glowing, fresh. Shavings raked smooth and inviting. Arrival. Handlers teach poults to peck and drink. The first lesson in a life engineered for calm. Step-down lighting sets the mood. Photo period tune to keep the flock settled and steady. Feeders and drinkers rise with the birds, guaranteeing uniform access from wall to wall. Tunnel fans tune the air, heat and humidity balance so feathers dry fast and stress stays low. Health walk time. Gait, feathering, and uniformity checked in minutes across thousands. Mid-grow expansion. Rings off. The flock spreads across the house like a single living. Wave. Tray scales pull samples. Bodyweight curves map so feed and time hit the sweet spot. Litter windrows breathe again. Machines aerate the bedding to cut moisture and keep pads clean. The ration switches up. High-energy feed powers the final push to target weight. Loadout prep is smooth, ramp set, soft panels staged, crews briefed for low-stress moves. Calm catching in action. Birds walk themselves into ventilated modules, upright and a live haul convoy queues at the welfare checkpoint. Timed entries keep every bay moving. The corridor dims down. Stress drifts away before a single hand is laid. Two-person teams guide modules onto conveyors. Birds upright, cadence steady. In the buffer bay, a measured feed keeps the whole line continuous. No rush, no gaps. At the CAS panel, operators verify the CO2/air mix. Humane stunning is a controlled science, controlled atmosphere. Stunning engages, conveyors advance smoothly into calm. Hand shackling with ergonomic jigs spans multiple bays. Enclosed cut begins, initial bleed behind shields for a clean, hygienic lane. The drip tunnel sets dwell time, consistent bleed out, consistent results. A counterflow scald tank locks temperature for high volume, softening feathers at industrial speed. Operators skim the foam, make up water joins on cue to keep clarity and heat on target. Water curtains slice carryover. Each stage stays sharp and efficient. Rotary pickers whirl. Banks of rubber fingers lift feathers in seconds. A feather cyclone draws plumes skyward, packing bulk bags clean and fast. Manual touch-ups clear tiny patches, perfection in the margins before the next step. Head and feet modules sync to shackle pitch, timed cuts, zero drift. Neck skin trim follows guide fixtures, tidy lines, smooth contours. Inside-outside washers rinse thoroughly, nozzles sweeping every surface to a cool, clean finish. Post-opener, belly-up carcasses stream on stainless belts, neat cavities facing up for industrial flow. Viscera trays ride the conveyor. Teams separate tracks cleanly onto iconed stainless pans. Crop and windpipe come out at hand stations, placed on trays, not left inside. Gizzards feed guarded splitters. Peelers finish the clean, uniform peel. Liver and heart get trimmed to spec. Clean edges, no bile, quality preserved, flashlights sweep. The cavity, any debris gone, interiors pale, clean, and moist. Pre-chill rinse mists the line, cool spray across rows of hanging birds. Spin chillers turn with counter-rotating paddles. Clear water, gentle motion, rapid pull-down. Hook transfer shows carcasses clearly as they move into long air-chill lanes. At the lane change, a sanitized probe logs core. Temperature right on the hanging carcass. Vision grading reads weight classes. Icons confirm specs while staff oversee the pass. Carcasses drop to cut-up tables. Operators follow cut maps and fixtures to start primary splits.
Check the diagram.
Section C, moving to tray 2.
Guided knives free the keel cleanly. Breasts lift off in smooth, repeatable motions. Shoulder cuts expose wing joints. Wings separate clean, drumette from wingette. Thigh/leg modules pop joints fast with minimal bone chip. Parts route to dedicated lanes. Breast fillets trim to width and length. Spec windows keep every piece on target. Tenderloins pull along natural seams, collected neat in blue totes for premium runs. Thigh dib 1 traces the femur with shallow strokes. Clean bone, tidy edges. Drum deb 1 uses stop cuts to guard cartilage. Boneless meat on one belt, clean bones on another. Lean trim. Gets recovered for later MDM. Nothing wasted. Everything accounted. Marinade tank steady salinity and temperature. Icons flick green as specs lock in. Multi-needle injectors run inside guards, human supervised uptake by lot, no needles in frame. Vacuum tumblers roll hundreds of kilos per cycle, slow, even, thorough. Formers extrude perfect tenders. Staff tray up non-stop in crisp rows. Patty presses nail diameter with clear gauges, uniform burgers, zero drift. Sausage stuffers link the mix, coils placed. Onto racks by hand, length to icon spec. A covered batter curtain coats each piece. Manual in feed keeps the band full and flowing. The breading waterfall sets crumb coverage. Outfeed checks log a clean pass.
Can you feel Christmas in the air already? Look, golden light is sliding across pine rows that stretch to the horizon. We swing past the netting station. One smooth spin, and each tree slips into a tidy sleeve, travel ready in seconds. At the retail yard, families give the trunks a gentle turn, checking for that perfect cone shape and straight top. In a quick heartbeat, we see it all: lush wreaths, long green garlands, a whisper of pine oil, even clean wood pellets for winter warmth. The cycle keeps turning: plant, thin, harvest, replant. And then the forest softly dissolves into a warm living room, where a real Christmas tree glows to life. We start in the nursery, under soft LEDs where a fine mist keeps every tray at the right humidity. A quick tug tells us the story: dense, white roots packed into each plug, strong enough to move. Behind a safety guard, the filler lays a consistent bed of media, and the plugs seat snug so stems stay straight. An electric cart hums the seedlings to the shade house to harden off before field life. Out on the block, a GPS string snaps the rows into perfect lines. The auger opens clean holes, and the crew firms soil around each seedling to push out air pockets. Drip lines pulse a slow, even dose, while a mulch ring locks moisture and holds back early weeds. Between rows, mowers skim the alleys with shields on, keeping airflow open and the ground tidy. Hands do the quiet work. Fresh pest cards go into track pressure and time interventions. We shape the future crown now. Pinching the soft tip to keep one straight leader and spacing side branches so the tree fills into a balanced cone. A hoop gauge circles the canopy for symmetry. A height frame checks progress toward 5 to 8 feet. Colored rings mark grades at a glance. And a loop tool measures crown density, full enough for decor, open enough for light. Overhead, a drone maps vigor so weak spots get attention first. Not every sapling fits the Christmas spec, so off-grade trees flow to timber or biomass, where they still add value. By day's end, the crew gathers to review the harvest plan, just calm check marks and a clear path into the season. The shift begins face-to-face. The foreman reviews safety, checks PP, and a marker walks stem to stem, painting clean dots for selective felling. The feller eases each trunk down on a smooth hinge, exactly toward the landing the crew planned. A shielded head strips branches clean, while a spotter keeps the work zone clear. The bucker calls the cuts and confirms each log length with calipers, on spec, every time. The forwarder loads bunks, with calm precision as a ground hand lays matting to protect the skid trail's soil. At the landing, two hands square the log deck, a scaler clips on simple tags, and the truck rolls the scale with an attendance OK signal. In the mill, the in-feed tech watches the debarca under its shroud, then waves boards forward as primary breakdown opens the stem. Kiln operators load stacks and watch gauges. Sensors hum off-screen while moisture drops to target. At the planer, the operator tunes the pass. Boards come off satin smooth with true edges. Graders work by eye and touch, chalking quick marks that set the class. A pellet line tech compacts clean sawdust into tight fuel while the boiler attendant keeps the biomass burner running clear to heat the plant. Crews reach up with pole tools to pick only mature, firm cones, taking what's ready and leaving the tree to set next year's crop. A canopy net spreads underneath, so cones drop softly into the mesh instead of bruising on the ground. At the crate, a quick moisture spot check tells us how gentle the drying cycle needs to be. Low-temperature dryers warm the cones just enough for the scales to open without scorching the shells. A mechanical shaker releases winged seeds from the open cones in a fast, controlled burst. An aspirator and graded screens clean the flow. Light chaff lifts away, sound seed runs through. On the shelling line, tough hulls crack and edible kernels separate cleanly for pine nuts. A light roast wakes aroma. Then an inert gas flush protects flavor and keeps oils fresh. Retail pouches seal with a flat, tidy crimp so nuts stay crisp and shelf-stable. Decorative cones are sorted by size and shape to deliver consistent, ready-to-use pieces. Selected cones take a thin, even dip to become safe fire starters that light quickly without flare-ups. Cartons stack square on pallets, queued for peak season shipments. Workers tap shallow channels into the bark and guide amber resin threads into covered cups. Clean collection that protects the tree and the product. The warm resin pours like honey into sealed stainless totes, keeping contaminants out before processing. Steam distillation columns come to temperature. Heated resin thins to a light syrup so aroma compounds can lift with the vapor. In separation tanks, a pale straw oil layer floats above colorless hydrosol. A controlled drain keeps the phases perfectly split. A technician draws a small sample for GC analysis to confirm purity and the expected pine profile before release. 3 stainless nozzles dose and sink. Drums for industry and amber bottles for smaller buyers fill. With a steady, even stream. From the heavy residue, rosin is recovered, poured hot in amber sheets that cool to a smooth, glassy finish. Pallets ship out to fragrance and cosmetics clients. Neat loads that travel well and arrive ready to blend. Close-ups show the crew's PPE and tidy housekeeping. Dry floors, coiled hoses, and clean benches that keep the still room safe. A steady spool builds clean 25-foot garlands. Consistent density so installers can run ceilings and railings without gaps. Warm wax pours into glasses, and a measured dose of pine oil drops in. Just enough aroma for a cozy holiday burn. Soap bars press from the mold and move to airy racks, where time cures the scent and hardens each bar for a longer life. Wood chips press into MDF/ply panels, smooth sheets that turn forest leftovers into useful building material. Today's journey, we're going to explore something truly amazing. Have you ever really wondered how the octopus, one of the ocean's most intelligent and mysterious creatures, can go from the deep seabed through a massive industrial process to end up as a meal on our table? The journey is so much bigger and more surprising than you might think. If you're curious, let's find out together. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Confiding whisper, just look closely at this. The eye of an octopus. It almost feels like it's watching us, doesn't it? And then, did you see that? The octopus just vanished, right before our eyes. A true master of disguise. How do they even do that? It's incredible. An octopus has no bones. Look at this. It's squeezing itself through a gap that seems impossible. Okay, wow. And this is a whole different world. This is how we find octopus on an industrial scale. It's not just one boat, is it? It's like a floating city out here at dawn, all searching, using radar, sonar, mapping the darkness below. And that net, just look at the size of it. It's hard to even imagine. And so, after all that searching, we wait. The sun comes up, the crew just waits, monitoring. Slight pause, and then everything roars to life. You can just feel the power, right? Look at that hydraulic gauge shake. These winches are massive, pulling all that wet cable up. You can see the water just boiling on the side of the ship. Whatever's down there, it is heavy. Here it comes. My goodness, the size of that haul. I wasn't expecting that much. Slight pause. The net opens, and it's just tons of octopus. It's almost overwhelming. And they don't waste a single second, do they? This isn't just a boat. It's a whole factory right on deck. Look at them go. Shoveling, sorting, the intensity is high. They wash all the octopus with high-pressure hoses, and then, look, straight onto the ice. Mountains of it. It's all about keeping it fresh, right from this very second. Slight pause, and then it all goes down here. Wow, look at that cold mist roll out. They're dropping all those bins, one by one, into this giant, freezing hold. 0 degrees. Okay, their journey at sea is over. And this is the next stop, the port. Everything is ready and waiting for them. Do you see that crane? It's just huge. It reaches right out, lowers the hook down into the hold. And then, wow, look at that. That's tons of octopus being lifted high into the air all at once. What a sight. They don't waste any time, do they? The entire load is dumped right into this massive stainless steel hopper. It's like a waterfall of octopus and ice. And from there, we have a river of octopus on the move. A long conveyor belt. You see it? It runs straight into that building over there. And just look around. Forklifts rushing everywhere. It's such a bustling pace. Just look at them moving along the belt. This must be the last chance for workers to give them a quick check. And then, oh, they go into this. It looks like a giant industrial washing machine. But for an octopus, you can see the high-pressure water jets inside. And on the other end, they tumble out, looking spotless. All clean, and where to next? Straight into a refrigerated truck. Just like that, non-stop. And the truck is off. Their journey still isn't over. And this is the main processing factory. It looks so modern and clean. Our truck reverses in, and the process starts all over again. They unload the octopus into a new system. Wow, look inside there. Everything is stainless steel. The floors are wet, and everyone is in spotless white gear. Okay, now it's sorting time. A machine is... Oh, do you see those mechanical paddles? They're sorting the octopus by size, so fast. And on this lane, the large size lane, the workers, wow, slight surprise, they are unbelievably fast. Cut, clean, and remove the beak. All by hand, one by one. That is some real skill. Now, those clean octopus pieces go into this machine. It's a tenderizer, I guess. It tumbles them, breaking down the muscle fibers, making them softer. And out they come, ready for the cooking stage. They put all the octopus into these giant metal mesh baskets. A hoist lifts them up and dips them right into an industrial steam boiler. The steam is just billowing. And when it's lifted out, look at that. They've completely changed color. They're cooked, turned that beautiful deep pink purple. Still steaming, they're spread out on a long cooling conveyor. And do you see those huge fans? They're blowing cold air right over the octopus pieces to cool them down, fast. But wait, there's another line over here. This is for the raw octopus, IQF. They're going into a spiral tunnel. Oh, look inside. It's all frost. This is a flash freeze. And they tumble out the other end, individually frozen. That is so smart. Now both types go to the weighing station. This complex machine, it automatically weighs the perfect amount, then drops it into the bagging machine. And finally, whoosh, the vacuum sealer squeezes all the air out. And that's it. They're ready. And this is the factory finish line. The vacuum-sealed bags roll down the line. Workers pack them, so neatly, into boxes. Then the automatic taper, ZZD, and the inkjet printer, zip, stamps them with the date code. Finally, they're stacked perfectly onto a pallet. a forklift. Oh, can you see the driver's breath? That mist is just rolling out of that door. They go straight into this massive cold storage. Look at these shelves. They're towering. Thousands and thousands of boxes. And from here, it's back on a forklift and into a shipping container ready for the world. On our journey today, you and I are going to discover how a simple dragon fruit can become an entire, massive industry that reaches all around the globe. If you're as curious as I am, let's find out together. Hey there, let's explore this together. Wow, just look at that. It's unbelievable. It just stretches on, forever. And when night falls, oh, look at this. It's like a city of lights. Are you curious to see it up close? Here, do you see that? It's a dragon fruit. Just one post, and it's already covered in fruit. But the thing that really gets me is the scale of it. Thousands upon thousands of posts, all perfectly straight. And of course, it's all automated. Look at that irrigation system. From above, it looks like a painting. A green carpet, dotted with millions and millions of pink dragon fruits. It's overwhelming. See, we look so small down here. Oh, Zone 1. It says Zone 1. Does that mean there's a Zone 2, Zone 3? It feels like we're in a giant dragon fruit maze. And all of this greatness leads right here, right next to the farm. A factory, a massive processing machine. And then sunrise. It truly begins. Do you see that? Hundreds of people, all at once. And do you hear that sound? Oh, look at their hands. Unbelievably fast. Just constant work. And look over here. Thousands of crates, just waiting. And then boom. In no time at all, they're completely full. And right away, the convoy. You see it? Just one after another. From above, we see them. It looks like a giant snake, winding its way through the farm. What a sight. And this is where it gets crazy. Look at this. Dozens of forklifts, just moving nonstop. And the result is this. Walls. Actual walls of dragon fruit. I was wondering how they handle it all. Oh, here it is. It all gets dumped right here. Look at that. A river of dragon fruit. A pink river, flowing straight into the factory. Remember that river of dragon fruit from before? Well, and they go. It looks like they're going to a spa. First, a giant ozone bubble bath, then through these high-pressure jets. They really want to make sure everything is perfectly clean. Then they're blown dry. And look at that. That's so smart. They automatically fan out into 5, 6 separate rows. It's like merging onto a highway. And this is where, oh, you have to see this. Hundreds of people. I have never seen so many people working so focused and in sync. Can you see the speed of their hands? Just flying. I seriously can't even keep up. I get it. They're picking out the best ones, the perfect ones, to be packed fresh immediately. A whole gigantic haul, just for packing them fresh. So, the question is, what about the ones that aren't perfect? Where do they go? They go on a different journey. This is where the machines separate the pulp. See that? So clear. The skins go one way, and the pulp, the valuable part, goes another. A very clean split. One part of the pulp gets sliced. Look at that. It's like a rain of dragon fruit. Delighted, slice after slice falling down. And the workers? Oh, they're so meticulous. They have to spread out every single slice, nice and flat. And you know why? To get them ready for this massive machine. A drying oven. Look at it, it's unbelievably long. We're talking tens of meters long. What about the other pulp? It gets pulverized, turned into this vibrant pink puree, and pumped through this sterile pipe system. It looks so clean and modern. And look at those storage tanks. They're as tall as a 2- or 3-story building. That's unbelievable. But this is the part I'm most curious about. Freeze drying. Sounds so high-tech, right? First, they have to flash freeze it. Look, cold air everywhere. Then it goes into an entire room full of these huge, shiny machines. And the result is a waterfall of fine pink powder. Can you see that? From fresh fruit to fine powder. And finally, the bottling. Just look at this speed. It's dizzying. Just non-stop, capping, labeling, it never stops. This whole process, it's truly a symphony of machines. So what about all those dry products? Curious, how do they get packaged? Oh, look at this machine. It's like a high-tech octopus. It's weighing, precisely to the gram. And here's the result, another river. This time, a river of finished pouches. And of course, the powder too. Look at that auger filler, so precise. That's the dried goods. But what about those fresh fruit cartons we saw earlier? Look at this. It's like a highway system, just for boxes. They seem to know exactly where they're supposed to go. Another one slaps on a label, S58, and what is that? It's stacking them on the pallet itself. So perfectly, like a robot playing Tetris. And finally, a tight plastic wrap. Everything is ready for its journey. And where do they go? S60, a cold storage warehouse. They said it's the size of a stadium. Look inside, it's endless. Shelves stacked right to the ceiling. Thousands and thousands of pallets. And this is the loading bay. Not one, but dozens of docks. Dozens of forklifts. They're loading 10, 15 containers, all at the same time. The scale of this, it's just unimaginable. But do you remember the skins? The part that got left behind at the factory? Here they are, whole mountains of them, but they don't waste them. See, they're turning it all into compost. And then, that compost goes right back into the earth to plant thousands of new cuttings. A complete circle. Nothing is wasted. This might be my favorite part. And look, do you see this? This is the next part of the journey. After leaving the factory, these containers, they are truly going all over the world. It's amazing to think that all that hard work is now crossing the ocean. And here they are, being unloaded at a port somewhere, maybe even close to where we live.